Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Madals, and today I've got game number 3 of a best of 3. It's a ZvZ on Accolon Wastes, and it all comes down to this. It will decide who is victorious, who came second, and of course in a 1v1, nobody cares about second place. That is the harsh reality of the situation, and trying to avoid it. Spawning up in the top left position, he is the owner, the representative from Root Gaming. It is CatZ. And his opponent in the bottom right from Mouse, VortiX. Tied 1-1, which I think if I went into this game, if I traveled back in time to the first game of this series and I was like, who's going to win, CatZ or VortiX? I'd have been like, it's probably going to be a 2-0 to VortiX. Because VortiX is, I'm not saying CatZ is a bad player, right? He's really good. But VortiX is ridiculously promising. So I think CatZ should be quite proud, and after that second game, which he didn't win through cheesy, unusual shenanigans, proxy hatches, or any strange things like that, but just through actually defending a bit of an all-in very nicely, and just macroing well. So I think that's a lot of credit to CatZ there, and definitely shows that he can stick it up with the best of them. So, gas first, coming down from VortiX. CatZ, meanwhile, is just like droning. Drone a bit more, and then I'll drone. VortiX's spawning pool should get started. There we go. All looking good. Meanwhile, CatZ is still like drone. Dronedy drone. Up to 15. I could even go hatch first. It's what he's going to do. And this, going hatch first when there's a gas already down, probably for speed. The reason this one's probably for speed is because it was gas then pull, not the other way around. If it was pull then gas, it's probably for banelings like we saw in game number 2. That's really the big difference between them. So, what can we be expecting from each of these two players? What are they likely to be getting up to, and how is it going to affect each other? Well, the big thing is speed, and when this circling push comes, because if it comes relatively soon, CatZ will not have the required stuff in order to defend. His gas is only just being taken out, his spawning pool is not done, and he's gone hatch first, so a big flood of zerglings could knock out this hatchery, but that wouldn't be disastrous. What would be disastrous is a huge flood of speedlings and no baning nest for CatZ. So CatZ needs to identify what's happening pretty soon, and it will be quite a few speedlings, because at 100 gas, immediately the drones are pulled out. But interestingly, there's no natural base. So this is just going to be one base play. It's not like a speedling all-in where you get the natural down super fast and just pump as many lings as possible. It's just going to be off of this one base for the moment. The natural is going to get taken now though, so as I've said that, it could be all about to change, but I still think the timing of this natural is a little bit out for it just to be a speedling all-in. There are a couple more lings on their way through. We see that obviously VortiX getting the natural up has been seen actually by CatZ. No, it hasn't. So he doesn't know this is here, which could end up into being a bit of mind games. 4 zerglings are on the way out here for CatZ, but of course speed is now half done. We've got more zerglings on the way out for VortiX. Those 4 initial zerglings on their way for CatZ, but CatZ not too concerned yet. 6 more zerglings, speed on the way here as well for CatZ too, but the first 4 lings making their way up. A spine crawler was about to go down, but the drone is now getting attacked, gonna delay it, and even delaying it by a few seconds can be really frustrating. More zerglings are still coming out. Where are they being rallied to? They're actually being rallied across the map, so that means that it is being given away that they are coming. That isn't necessarily great. Also an inject being missed up here currently because the queen was pulled down. Quite an interesting choice there that queen was pulled down. The inject is coming from up in the main, but it just delays it a little bit. More zerglings are coming in. Speed, of course, has now been activated, and this is where things for CatZ do get a little bit dicey, so he's got to be careful. Blocking off the ramp with those 2 queens. Good play there. They can just prevent the speedlings running straight in and picking off the drones, meaning only the natural has to be defended at the moment. There's not too many more zerglings coming out yet for VortiX. He's only got 9 of them on the field, not producing any more behind this. His natural base is now completed, but he's droning. So this isn't a massive commitment. It looks like it could be a speedling all-in, so that's why these 2 queens are still staying there. CatZ just wanting to make sure that, okay, am I still safe? Am I about to die? The zerglings running about a little bit like crazy little zerglings that they are, all over excitable and happy, but CatZ is still safe, and he's kind of now realised, hang on, there's not any more lings here. I haven't seen any more come out from this overlord, so I guess I'm safe. Drone count is in VortiX's favour though, because of how long the delay came and how the units came out for CatZ. So economically, this has still worked out okay for VortiX. He hasn't lost too much, but speed being done now for CatZ means that he can come and start just counter pushing against this, being a little bit of a pain, especially with these banelings on the way out too, because currently the baning nest is not done for VortiX. It's just on its way now, which means that if some banelings wandered up here, it could be very effective, but all without banelings, CatZ needs to be very careful. There's definitely enough there for VortiX. really to go on the safe side, and CatZ turning to fight, losing that engagement very badly. I say very badly, he lost one more ling than that of his opponent, now 2 more, but still, minor differences, but not something you really want. The defensive banelings are here, they're going to start wandering down. Luckily, good reactions there from VortiX, and he's getting up 5 banelings of his own, so they're going to be moving in. 4 additional banelings coming up for CatZ 2, 5 and 6 and 7 also on their way. This is going to be some Ling Bling micro to the max. There is a spine caller there. The queens need to be working well. The drone count is exactly equal, so it's going to come down to these trades mainly. Good baneling hit there. 2 banelings for 2 banelings for Zergling. Always nice trades to see. Oh, that was a good trade though for VortiX. 3 banelings for 2, and this is where things start getting fairly tense. We've got to make sure that not too many drones go down, because every drone that CatZ loses now is not going to be good for him, because it means that obviously he's going to be down a little bit. And behind this, we see drones and more Zerglings coming out for VortiX, building both, not just going for big wave of lings or drones independently. But yeah, baneling comes in, saves the queen. More injects should be coming down, but look at the drone count, 33 now to 37. However, that's in CatZ's favour, because he's been injecting nicely, his natural's been up longer, and also a lot more lings have been got out on the field in case of a counter-attack. So even though workers were killed, 3 workers were killed by VortiX, CatZ has still ended up on top. And that's even considering the fact that he's been down in terms of the resources lost, losing more than that of VortiX. So pretty funky game, to be honest. CatZ still in a good spot, he's got good overall placement as well, and it's definitely looking like he's got the advantage. This double evolution chamber though could be a bit of a risk, because his Rotron is not yet done. We've already got roaches coming out here for VortiX. He can move out with these speedlings, with these roaches, and be very aggressive. And until 1-1's done, CatZ isn't going to be in the strongest position, because this is a lot of resources, specifically a lot of gas tied up in getting these upgrades out, and that means less banelings, less roaches. Could cause problems, but CatZ now sees these additional banelings. Is he going to start +1 carapace, or is he going to make some banelings of his own? Luckily making some of his own banelings, some more spine callers, sees this as a big push, probably guessing that he's about 10 workers ahead, but now here comes the roaches as well, seen by these overlords. And if CatZ holds here without taking too much damage from this push, especially economic damage, he's going to be in a fairly good position. The additional spine callers though, only a quarter done. They are not going to be finished in time. CatZ needs to get out a lot of roaches very quickly. 11 are queued up. In come the banelings. The detonation's going down. Only 1 baneling going to make it to the middle line, but 4 more following that up, and CatZ takes a huge amount of damage there. 3 banelings exploding, and suddenly he's only on equal workers. This is not looking good. The roaches coming in from behind us at the moment from CatZ. Is he going to be able to level this out? There's so many roaches here, and quite a few Zerglings for VortiX. Has he hit a beautiful timing? It looks like yes he has. CatZ desperately trying to get out a couple more units, but just a few lings in with these roaches just help tank up the damage, help deal amazing damage, prevent the retreat, and this is looking incredibly good for the Madals player. CatZ lost a lot of workers there. He's down to 22 to the 39 of VortiX, who is droning behind this as well, getting up his double evolution chambers too. He is pushing through this, keeping the roach count fairly low, and this is just going to be disastrous now for CatZ. He's going to have to struggle so hard to come back from this if this push doesn't outright kill him. If only a few more drones go down, it may be unrecoverable. The queen, the roaches, they're all taking fire. That means less ejects, less production, and this is really the worst thing that could have been happening to CatZ at the moment. In come those Zerglings, in come those roaches, dealing some nice fire, and GG, well played, comes down, and VortiX will take this series 2-0. So 2-1. Not still anything from CatZ there. So congratulations to VortiX. He is the victor of the day. If you enjoyed the cast, make sure you like the video, leave a cool comment, and of course subscribe. And yeah, definitely subscribe, because I get new games up daily, and I hope to catch each and every one of you tomorrow for yet another new cast. I'm Madals, thanks for watching, and bye for now.